Good evening. It's Cindy Fodor here with Stamp the Love, and it's Make It Monday. And tonight I have a fun fold to share with you. Gonna just make sure we're streaming okay here. I guess it takes just a second to get the sound up here. And all right. Okay, I hear noise.
Good evening.
All right, there we go. So pop on, say hello, let me know that you're here. And if you were here a couple seconds earlier, you got to see the sale that just popped up in my screen tonight, right before I came live. Hi, Barbara. So Stampin' Up's doing a free shipping. So that on top of our current special right now for the month, which is a free $35 for a new demonstrator starter kit. $125 worth of product for $35, and that's already got free shipping. So they added this to that special just for the next 3 days. I don't want to say they added it, they added another special. So if getting that starter kit is not something that you want to do, then maybe the free shipping will be good for you. Now, I think it's on $75 or more of product that you'll get the free shipping for the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 22nd through the 24th. Is that Wednesday? Yeah, that's Wednesday. All right, so I just wanted to do that really quick and pop on and make sure that I left you guys know about that since I just found out about it. And I'll try to get an email out too, add that to the list of things to do, right? All right, so hi, Betty. Hi, Charlene. Did I say hi to you guys yet? All right, so I am going to get started because I have a fun fold to share with you tonight. I'm so excited. I saw somebody post this card and I was like searching and searching and searching for the pattern. I had done it before, so I just sat down and figured out, I think I figured out the pattern. So you'll at least get my version of the pattern. I do want to give credit to the idea for the paper, and the design comes from the Pampered Stamper. And I can't remember what her name is. That's terrible. I know she's from the Netherlands. So, all right. So I'm highlighting. Let me just flip over here so that I can show you. I want to highlight this paper, Christmas Tags and More designer paper. Because I'm using it a lot and I'm really loving it. You can tell I have a few pieces in here. Now, unfortunately, I've used a lot of it. This might be a couple packs together, so you'll get to see some of it. But like this one had a, let me grab this here. It had this design on the side with the polka dots. And the one that I don't have in here is one I'm using on this card, and I'm also using it for my class card for next month. So I've pulled every bit of this out that I could. Hi, Cindy, welcome. And then we have this one that I'm using tonight. And then on the back of these is a print. Let's see, I showed you this one. Oh, there's another one of those that has everything with it. Then we have this sheet, which has all these different little tags on it. And you'll find that I'm using some of these to cut out some more little ornaments that I need for a card. I'm also going to show you when I finish with this card, at least 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 12 more designs using this paper. And then it has 2 sheets of little cutouts, and I used almost every single one of these cutouts on those 8 or so cards that I'm going to show you then. Is that it? This is another set. So I think that's it. But a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. And I hope, let me show you the card that we're going to do tonight. So it looks like this. It folds up like this, folds flat. and it is made out of 12 by 12 piece of paper. I could not make it work with an 11. Hi Sylvia. So it is 12 by 12. All right. So we're going to start with a 5.5 inch wide by 12 inch long piece of paper. Oh, I do want to just mention that I'm using the traditional labels and stamps for the greetings on the card. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this. Let me grab my cheat sheet here so that you can take hopefully a screenshot. It's not going to stick to my table. Hopefully this will make sense as we go along. So I'm going to score it on the long end, on the 12 inch end at 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 10. Now, I know that when I did this before, I made it more difficult because I don't really need this scored right in between here. But you know what? It doesn't matter. And I think this makes it really easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then we're going to turn it sideways. And we're going to cut it at 1 3/8 inch. Let me just scoot this in. And I'm going to put that here on this side because, you know, I always cut my short things. I measure them from this side. All right, so I'm going to look at the 1. I'm going to put it at 1 1/8. And this is going to be a cut. We're going to cut from the 2 inch mark down to the 10 inch mark. So the whole inside part gets cut. So 2 to 10, or you can look at your score line and go from one to the other. And I'm going to flip it around, do the same with the other side at 1. Oh, shoot, I just did that wrong. Yeah, I said 3/8, but I did it at 1/8. Okay, let's do 3/8 on this side. Oh boy, I don't have a spare paper either. It's because I'm talking too much. Hi, Cindy. I miss you too. Hi, Jeannie. Hope your arm is healing okay. I'm going to go back here and do the 1 3/8 and see if it's going to really cause me a problem. I think for the most part, my designer paper should cover that. I'm hoping. All right, so that is it. Now, I also have on, let me just put this back here. I also have on here how to do the fold. So the first fold at the top is a mountain fold. That means it goes like this, like a mountain. The next fold is a valley. The next is a mountain. The next is a valley. And the next is a mountain. All right, so you have that 2 W's or 2 V's, I guess you would say. For the next one, we don't need to fold this one. So we're going to go directly to the second one and make it a mountain fold. The next one doesn't get anything done, and the next one, it'll be a valley fold. And again, the last one doesn't get anything. If you look at this, you understand why, because we have these long sections, and I did this wrong too. This whole center section doesn't get folded, and I folded that. So it's just mountain, valley, valley, mountain. I did that wrong. Okay, so let's do it right on this one. So we have mountain, valley, skip 1, mountain, valley. There we go. All right, so it's important to get those because trying to get these all folded together is really tricky. Let me just scoot this back over here. So it helps if we have some of these folds already started, and it looks like I did this one wrong. Mountain, valley, get that right. Valley, mountain, valley. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and try to force these to go. Now that I folded these, they're going to be a little tricky, but There we go. I'm just going to try to get them all where they need to be and burnish a little bit. I'm going to flip this over and do these back sides here, especially where I cut that. If you're just popping on and see this, oh good, Jean, I'm so glad. I can't imagine what you're going through. If you're just popping on, this one little cut here was wrong, and so that's why it's looking a little bit weird there. I'm trying to get it to lay next to the piece that's cut correctly. Okay. All right, so let's see. This is our front. This looks pretty good. It looks pretty similar to this, except for the big strip that's cut, hoping that we can cover that. All right, so we're gonna start putting our pieces on, and I tried to do the measurements for you here. So these two pieces are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and they are gonna go on the very end here. And I did an 1/8 inch all around, just my typical border, hopefully, on all of these, if I did it all right. You should see the pieces of paper I had out there trying to get this figured out. So hopefully you won't have to do that. All right, so there's our outside pieces. Then, let's see, let's do these two. 1 1/8 by 3 3/4 is the two pieces that we need for the top and bottom here. And that's in the tan, the crumb cake, and white polka dot. I'm going to try to get this pretty close to the edge so that I can hopefully, I really want to get this messed up piece held on here good. There, I think that'll work. That'll hold that together. Look at that. Awesome. All right, and then we'll do our center piece here. This one's is 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I cut that from that one piece of paper that I showed you. Actually, before I put this together, I just want to quick stamp it because I stamped mine once it was on the card, but then I have a little more margin for error because it's not flat. So I'm just using the saying from that set that I told you. 'Tis the season. All right, now we can get this one ready to go on here. All right, now we just have these panels to do. And these I took from that paper. I told you the one set that had, the one piece that had 6 different designs on it. And I cut it down to 1 3/4 by 2 1/2. All right. I just want to say, did I say hi to you, Talara? Hi. I'm sorry if I missed you. Linda, I missed you. Who else did I miss? Hopefully I got everybody else. I just want to pop over here really quick because I'm being too quiet making this. If you popped on late, we have free shipping coming up. So if you decided you don't want to get the demonstrator kit, or if you just got it and you need to place an order, you can get free shipping on an order over $75 on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this month. How cool is that, right? Whoops, I didn't want to go back there. I'm going to go back here so I can show you what we're doing. All right, so we got those pieces on. We've got these 2 little pieces up, or 4 little pieces up here. And I decided that there was a really pretty pattern in the paper with this. and I wanted to use that. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. What do you think? I think that'll look good. And you can see that's where this green plaid comes from, the back of that piece. And like I always say, I hate when I love both sides of the paper and want to use both sides. Then I need more paper. All right. Again, trying to get that whole edge to go over my slit that's not supposed to be there. Okay, that worked out pretty good. What do you think? Got it all on there. Got the folds nice. We even got our stamping done there. Let's add our tag to the front. And I cut out this really pretty tag from the set. And we're going to stamp the season's greetings on there. I played with it a little bit on here, moving it around just to get it to curve the way I needed it to. I can't say that it's perfect, but for where I want to put this. There we go. Now, one thing I'm going to change on this one, because all of my cards that you'll see after this use this really cool red and white thread. This card I use this shiny ribbon that we have. And so that's gonna pop up a lot on this card. So I'm gonna try it just by making a bow with this and see if I like that as much. And maybe I'll just make it double since it's a wow card. We'll get a little bit of extra thread on here. All right, I think that'll work out right there. Let's get a glue dot. Just going to roll that over so it doesn't show too much behind there. Can't decide how I want this to go. Do I want it? I sort of don't want to hide the words, but I want to have it sort of sideways. So, all right, that's going to go right up across here. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive right here and not get it out there too far. Still sticking out there a little bit. There we go. And then we just have our gems to put on, and we're going to use the candy, the little peppermints from this. So I'm going to just grab a big one here, and I'm going to put them right here because they'll show when the card is folded. And then let's grab another little one. Looks like I'm missing the medium size one here. I guess we used all those. I'll just stick it right there. All right, so there we go. Okay, fun. My lights seem really bright, and it seems like it's washing it out just a little bit, but at least on my computer. Maybe it's just my computer, but all right, so there's that one. I don't even know what this fold is called, so I can't tell you how to search for it. So hopefully I gave you good enough directions so that you can try that. Let's go to, do you want to see some more ideas? Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. All right, so this is that paper that I cut the little polka dots off of, this polka dot paper off of. Oh, and these are also using, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. excuse me. These are also using our, somebody tell me what these, they're pre-printed words that are really awesome. I'm really excited about them. They're very firm. They're on like a heavy cardstock. And so we're also using them for the Stamp-A-Stack. So I use different ones here. And then I have these two. And you'll see that like the candy canes are together here, and here they were separate. The gifts, this gift had a ribbon on it. This was just a piece of designer paper, so I tried to make them match, but there's only one thing on each, one on each of those pop-out sheets. So I had to make do with different ones. So that's why these are somewhat different. So I did this one first with the poinsettia. I was like, okay, my second one is going to have an ornament on it. So, but everything else is similar with the designer paper and everything. And then, okay, Talara, you like the green bow better? And then we have this one where we use this paper. I have to emboss this green piece. That's just to remind me what I have to do yet. I have 20 people signed up for my Stamp-A-Stack, and of course everybody's making all of these cards, so I have all that to get ready. And I have one more sticker here that I need to put on here. There we go. All right, then we have these two, and some of you might be signed up for this class, so you get a sneak peek at what you're going to be making. I've also added these little sequins to some of these, so this one's missing the sequins, but this is the one that I told you out of those little pieces of paper. These came from those pop-out pieces. Okay, you can see the little red tops on. So did this one. But I wanted to make a matching card, so I just die cut little circles from our Stylish Shapes, and you can barely tell the difference. And then last but not least is this card. We have one cardinal in here, and oh my goodness, is he too cute or what? And this is I just made this a special open card. With that, I cut that piece, well, yeah, I cut the piece off and stuck it on the inside. So this, actually, this was a piece from, yeah, this was a piece from this card. So I just cut off the edge, scored it, and then stuck it on here as a special opening. All right. What are you saying about chloroform, Talara? Chloroform. Oh boy, what are we doing with chloroform? Thank you, Karen. All right, guys, that went pretty fast. Wow, we got through that. See how easy that fun fold is? I think I made it pretty easy for you, that we got through that so quickly and had actual time to look at all of these cards. So what I could do is just maybe stick them down here in case you want to take a quick little screenshot. Let me just scoot some things out of the way here. I won't do the, I'll get rid of the ones that have my notes on to self. Let's see, can we scoot these down a little bit? All right, it's all in my screen. I don't know if it's going to be in your screen or not. There we go. I might just take a quick screenshot of that. What do you think? I think that looks pretty doggone good. There we go. All right. Okay, well, thank you all for popping by. Oh, yeah, well, I thought maybe that's what you were talking about, Talara, but I'm like, chloroform, like that's a little out there. I'm just wondering what you're doing tonight. Oh, all right. Thanks, guys, for coming. I think I caught everybody, and it was so good to have you here. I appreciate it. I hope that if you need some supplies, that you'll be able to take advantage of the special on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But I'm going to also remind you that we have this fabulous special going on for the month, and it's still available to anybody. Like, I've had quite a few girls sign up that were like, well, that sounds like a really good deal. I'm like, it is. You should do it. You should just try it. Like, you can always go back to being my customer again. Okay. So try it. All right. I am doing a training tomorrow night for my team. At 6 p.m. we're doing a Zoom, and I'm doing training for people who just signed up. So if you're planning to sign up, get signed up tomorrow so you can join the call, and that way I can, do the training. If you can't do it by tomorrow, I will try to maybe record it so that you can at least get to watch that part. And then of course you can join at 7 p.m. It's for everybody to pop in, and we'll have a special project. You guys know I have a post. I sent an email out with the measurements for the mystery project, and it's not the one we did tonight. It's a different one. So, all right. Thanks, ladies. Take care. It was great seeing you. God bless.